أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من شر الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا وحبيبنا وطبيب نفوسنا وشفيع ذنوبنا سيدنا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد، والصلاة والسلام على أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين الميامين المنتجبين، واللعنة الدائمة الأبدية على أعدائهم أجمعين إلى قيام يوم الدين. أما بعد، فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في محكم كتابه: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ولقد كتبنا في الزبور من بعد الذكر أن الأرض يرثها عبادي الصالحون. آمنا بالله. صدق الله العلي العظيم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum, sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, we are going to talk today about the second social events before the appearance of the Imam Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif, which is the coming of the Sufyani. And there has been a suggestion, because when I explain and then I go through the notes, it's like a repetition. So there is a suggestion to keep it in the time frame which I have been given. I'll try to go through the notes and then explain. By that, we will try to stick to and we'll avoid the repetition. So inshallah, hopefully we'll cover up what we want to talk in our session in the time given, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wills. And if the things were clear, inshallah we'll keep on. We had few things left in our session of Dajjal last night. Jesus alayhi salatu wasalam will destroy the base. Okay, we said Jesus will come again. I'm going to read the note and then we'll explain, because I have explained this last night. So just review last night's lecture and you'll find the explanation there. Dajjal will be destroyed by Jesus alayhi salatu wasalam. The system will be destroyed by Jesus. That means the system has to be somehow related with Christian and Jewish people. Dajjal has to be either in Palestine, in Tel Aviv or somewhere. He will be having base and will have Western influence. So that kind of thing tells us that Jesus is going to come. Tell them, Jesus will say that, see, I'm the one, I'm the representative of God. You follow me, I'm Jesus. You follow me, I'm saying I'm not the son of God, you know. So Jesus alayhi salatu wasalam, peace be upon him, will come and clear the misconceptions in the eyes of Christianity, because now they will have to believe him. Now Jesus is in front of them, he'll show them all the miracles, you know. And then many Christian and many Jewish people, they will believe in Jesus. And of course there will be many Christian who says Jesus, 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 and fight Jesus. There are many people who says Mahdi, 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 and they will fight Mahdi. They will be anti-Mahdi, anti-Jesus, those people who are calling for Jesus and calling for Mahdi. That's mentioned in prediction. So just let's be followers of Jesus and followers of Mahdi with our actions, with our attitudes and behaviors, because Jesus and Mahdi are peaceful, nice, caring people, great representatives of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the earth. So that's why if we are calling for them, we have to embrace the best of ethics and best of morals in ourselves to be their true supporters. Otherwise, if we are hypocrites, we are not going to be able to support them, though we call and we do whatever stuff in their name. But if we are not sincere, then we are not going to be able to help them properly. In fact, we will fight them. So the Dajjal will be destroyed by Jesus alayhi salatu wasalam and Imam Mahdi alayhi salatu wasalam. Most of the followers of Dajjal will be Christian and Jewish. Therefore, maybe Imam Mahdi alayhi salatu wasalam will send Jesus to take care of his mission in the West, and he will deal with Sufyani, the agent perhaps of Dajjal in the East. It seems the mission of Prophet Jesus alayhi salatu wasalam will be to free the West from Dajjal, the system. Jesus will free them. And Jesus, son of Mary, alayhi salatu wasalam, will descend in Damascus beside the white minaret east of Damascus. Maybe it's Zainabiyah, maybe someplace it's east of Damascus. You know, Jesus will descend there and will rescue those, will challenge Dajjal. Jesus will challenge Dajjal and kill him and will rescue those believers who are living in devastation under him, under Dajjal. Last war will be with Dajjal. Last war will be with Dajjal. So final war will be with Dajjal. So Dajjal is the final enemy of Imam Mahdi, final enemy of Jesus, peace be upon them both. So the narration indicates that he will stay 40 years, 40 days or 40 years. He will stay 40. Arba'in. The word Arba'in is there. Days, years, God knows better. And after defeating Dajjal, for 7 years, there will be no war. 7 years, it will be just peaceful spread of the concept of Jesus and concept of Mahdi, which is the concept of Islam, will be spreading without any war. So then يمكث الناس 7 سنين ليس بين اثنين عداوة. There will be no animosity between two. They will be living in peace, respect. Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam also in his narration indicates that he will be killed by Imam Mahdi himself. We mentioned that if Imam Mahdi kills, Jesus kills, that means Imam Mahdi has killed, because Jesus will be, Imam Mahdi will be the supreme commander, you know, and then Jesus will be one of his helpers or supporters. So when Jesus kills and represents the Imam Mahdi, represents the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that means if he kills Dajjal, that means Imam Mahdi kills Dajjal, or Imam Mahdi will kill Dajjal in Kufa. That is more indicative that it's a system. Sufyani is going to be embracing the system, representing the system in Kufa in Iraq, and Imam Mahdi will destroy or eliminate this system or this Dajjal. Jesus alayhi salatu wasalam and Mahdi alayhi salatu wasalam one team. This is many Christians, they need to know. Many Christians, they think that they will be fighting each other. Dajjal is Imam Mahdi. No. My fellow Christian, Dajjal is not, Imam Mahdi is not Dajjal. We have narrations, we have predictions that Dajjal will want to destroy Imam Mahdi, will want to eliminate Imam Mahdi, but Imam Mahdi alayhi salatu wasalam will send Jesus, and Jesus will eliminate Dajjal, and Jesus and Imam Mahdi will be on one side. They will be on one team. So I need everybody to know this thing, that this is what Muslim, and this is not just the Shia, even Sunnis say. Bukhari and Muslim narrate in their Sahih narrations that Jesus will offer Salat behind Imam Mahdi. That means he will be behind the leadership of the 12th Imam, Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif. Many narrations of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salat indicate that Imam al-Qa'im, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make his appearance soon, will finish the Dajjal and bring the end to it. That means the system of Imam Mahdi will eliminate the system of Dajjal. It does not contradict, because the supreme commander will be Imam Mahdi, and he will send Dajjal or will go to him, go with him. Imam Mahdi will go with Jesus ﷺ to Damascus to finish the Dajjal. Mostly mentioned in the school of Ahlul Bayt ﷺ, a clear and obvious social event mentioned in the, especially in the school of Ahlul Bayt ﷺ. Now Dajjal we are done with. Now we come to the Sufyani. Today we are going to talk about Sufyani. This was a little bit of left from last night's session. Now we start our this night's session, which is the Sufyani. Sufyani mostly is narrated by, mentioned by Ahlul Bayt, mentioned by narrations of Ahlul Bayt. Sufyani mostly mentioned in the school of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam. As I promised, I'll go through the notes and then explain to avoid repetition. The narrations are abundant and strong. That means Sufyani is going to come. But is he system? Is he a person? That is another thing. But is it going to happen? Yes. It's anti-Islamic, anti-Shia, anti-follower of Ahlul Bayt movement. The main aim and goal is to eliminate the school of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam, eliminate the Shias totally out of the face of the earth. And it will be in the Middle East. A clear and obvious narration, social event mentioned in the narrations, especially in the school of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam. The school of companions did not mention it due to the political reason. Why? Because these narrations say that Sufyani will be the descendant of Abu Sufyan, quote unquote, Umayyads dynasty, Muawiyah, Yazid. So, you know, Shia, Sunni, school of Ahlul Bayt, school of companions, they embraced the dynasty of Bani Umayyah, they embraced Muawiyah, they embraced Yazid, they embraced all the, of course many Sunnis, they condemn Yazid, you know, on their attitudes, but they don't condemn all the other Umayyads, you know. So that means the school of companion, they embrace these things. That's why they will not narrate things which are anti that system embraced by school of companion. This some of the analysis which is mentioned. God knows better. It's just like the narrations are abundant. Some of the narrations say that it will come from Damascus or from Syria. The extremism, the extreme Wahhabism, for example, the founder of extreme Wahhabism was Ibn Taymiyyah. Ibn Taymiyyah was from Damascus. Ibn Taymiyyah had thoughts that killing the Shias is permitted. You know, he's an extreme follower of school of companion. So from where did he come? Damascus. So Sufyanism basically rise from Damascus. Bani Umayyah, Umayyads dynasty, the anti-Ahlul Bayt movement, Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam movement had risen from Damascus. So Muawiyah was in Damascus, Yazid was in Damascus. The whole dynasty which fought Ahlul Bayt and murdered them were from Damascus, or based in Syria. So like Ibn Taymiyyah, the founder of extremism in Sunni, was in Damascus, Syria. And it is a system follows the guideline of Muawiyah and Khawarij, who pretended to be righteous but were murderers of Shias of Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam. These murderers of Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam, they killed companions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They fought Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam. If you say you respect the Sahaba, why this is a contradiction? Either Muawiyah was correct, either Imam Ali was correct. And of course, the Sunnis and Shias, they all agree that Imam Ali was correct. So why support Muawiyah? No, that's our fathers and ancestors, they did that, so we have to follow that. So that kind of mentality is rejected in Islam. It's the same like those idol worshippers, they said, oh, this is wrong. Yes, it's wrong. Why do you follow? Because our ancestors, they did it. That's not correct, that's not acceptable. So Khawarij, who pretended to be righteous but were murderers of the Shias of Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam and Imam Hassan alayhi salatu wasalam. Therefore, Sufyanism could be a Sunni extremism. Sunni extremism spreading in Jordan, Palestine, Syria, and Iraq in that time. I'm not talking about this time. And Iraq, and of course in the Gulf region. It has now penetrated Iraq, which will be the sign of the coming of Imam alayhi salatu wasalam. Because Iraq will be under the Sufyanism or Sufyani. And slowly it has penetrated. These people who are murdering the innocent Shias, they are now in Iraq. So Sufyanism is very close. The only thing left is that person whose name is Sufyani that comes and takes over Iraq, or it may be a symbol of that system. So penetrated in Iraq, and it will be the sign of the coming. If they have a full and total control over the region, then it will only last 8 to 9 months. So Sufyani, when he will reach the peak, when he will have all the Arab countries under him, he will have Jordan, he will have Palestine. Believe me, these governments are going to eliminate, not by Imam Mahdi. People that are scared about Imam Mahdi will come and provide peace to you. This Sufyani will come. Sufyani, Muawiyah did not have mercy on the companions of the Prophet ﷺ who were not in his campaign. He did not care about Shia, he cared about his government. Yazid killed Abdullah bin Zubair, or Yazid was fighting Abdullah bin Zubair. Abdullah bin Zubair, you know, he was not a Shia. He was not a follower of Imam Hussein alayhi salatu wasalam. He was not. He was from the followers of the companion. And Yazid fought this system. So what are you talking about? When Sufyani comes, he is going to eliminate all these rulers of Middle East and rulers of Jordan. He's going to take over. You cannot fight him. It's predicted, it's mentioned in the narrations. He's going to take, Sufyanism is going to take, or Sufyan is going to take over all these regions, these countries. So these regions, these regions, they are afraid from Imam Mahdi. No, they are afraid from Shias. No, 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 no. Shias will be in peace. They have been in Iran. Is no matter how different people they look at Iran, you know, they might think it's extreme, whatever, but still the regions around Iran, they are in peace with Iran. Iraq was the one which waged war on Iran, and you know who supported Iraq. You know who gave Iraq weapons against Iran. You know, Iran did not start the war. So anyhow, regardless of what happens, Iran is right, Iran is wrong, it is a Shia system there. So whenever you see a Shia system, you will see they will not start war. They will not start fight. They will not attack. They will not be the first one to attack, because Imam Hussein alayhi salatu wasalam taught them that when Yazid came, Imam Hussein said, we are not going to start the fight. Umar ibn Sa'ad, may Allah condemn him, he said that, bear witness that I am the first to fire the arrow on Hussein alayhi salatu wasalam, to throw to shoot the arrow. The first person to shot the arrow was Sufyanism, was Yazid, son of Muawiyah, on Imam Hussein alayhi salatu wasalam's camp. Innocent people, children and all these innocent, they were attacked by this barbaric army of Yazid, under the command of Yazid. So they don't care, Shia, Sunni. The same barbaric Yazid attacked the Sunni group, which was Abdullah bin Zubair, the followers of companions, the school of companion. He was also doing revolution against Yazid. So it is not a Shia. Yazid was anti-Islamic movement, anti-Shia, anti-Sunni. Sufyani is going to come, he is going to do the same thing. It's going to be similar, 100% Yazid, and it will be worse than Yazid. He will not just attack the Shias, he will attack the Sunnis and Shias and create a huge system of Bani Umayyah, Umayyad dynasty, which will take care of all these rulers in the region. So it is not Shias who people they need to be afraid of. It is the Sufyani which is predicted is going to take over these Arab countries and then fight Imam Mahdi alayhi salatu wasalam. And Imam Mahdi alayhi salatu wasalam will free these countries from the tyranny and the oppression of Sufyani, like Saddam Hussein, you know. Saddam killed his own people. Saddam did not kill only Shias. Saddam killed Sunnis and Shias, all. You know, Saddam killed his own people in northern parts of Iraq. So it is not Shia Sunni. When this tyrant comes, terrorism comes, Sufyani comes, Saddam comes, they don't know religion. All they know is how to secure their chair, their throne by oppression, tyranny, and that. So that is why this system, Sufyanism or Sufyani, will come and take over the Arab regions and occupy these regions and then attack Imam Mahdi alayhi salatu wasalam. So coming of the Imam, if they have a full and total control over the region, then it will only last. So when Sufyani takes over the region of the Arab countries, that time to the coming of Imam Mahdi will be only 8 to 9 months. He's not going to rule the whole region. The Sufyani is not going to spread around the whole region more than 9 months, 8 to 9 months. In some of the narrations, the time of the pregnancy of the woman, which is about 9 to 10 months. His government, he will have 5 khurs, places of fire. Khur is like a place where furnace. So why these 5 khurs? 5 in the narration mentions إذا ملك كور الشام الخمسة, 5 firing places. That means 5. That means there will be a lot of war in there. Sufyani will be fought by the leaders of these countries. There will be a war between Sufyani and the leaders of these countries. Sunnis between Sunnis, they'll fight each other, you know. And Sufyani will take over then. And then he will fight Imam Mahdi, and then Imam Mahdi will come and Iraq will be freed first. The first thing is going to be freed from Sufyani is going to be Iraq. That is the strong prediction here. That the region, or because they were great cities, Kur means great cities, and Kur means like fiery place. So because these Kur is Sham, what are these Kur is Sham? Damascus in Syria, Hims in Syria, Palestine, Jordan, Qenisrin, which is Aleppo in Syria also. It could be his kingdom, or it could be a system having such man's nature or ideology. So this is about the Sufyani. Supported from Rome. It could be a Western system. Remember that slot, the Turkish slot between Syrian border and Iraq border? that will be the penetration of Dajjal. Sufyani might come from there, or Sufyani might come from there, from the west or from the Rome, and represent Dajjal, because I said Dajjal is going to take over the west, Sufyani is going to take over the east. Jesus is going to eliminate the Dajjal, the beast, in the west. Imam Mahdi ﷺ is going to eliminate the Sufyani in the east. So these are two strange powers. One is anti-Islamic, one is anti-Shia. Not anti-Islamic, one is anti-Judaism, anti-Christianity, anti-Islamic. Dajjal, beast, which is atheist system or atheist person. He will take over the whole West. And Sufyani, either Sufyanism, anti-Shia system, or a person whose name is Uthman ibn Ambasa, as in one of the narrations. He's from the dynasty of Abu Sufyan, and he's going to take over. He's going to be supported by the West. Excuse me. The Sufyani will be from the West, or Iraq, and the Arabian Peninsula, and the Sufyani will be, in some of the narrations, he will be from the West, Rome, from the Iraq, he will take over Iraq and Arabian Peninsula. And the Khurasani will be from the east. So whenever we have Sufyani, there's a name shining, Khurasani, from Khurasan. Khurasan is a province in Iran, northeast of Iran, where Mashhad, the grave of Imam Ali Rida alayhi salatu wasalam, is there. This province is called Khurasan. Khurasani, that means a person from Khurasan, born in Khurasan perhaps, upraised in Khurasan, something. And so this person will come and he will be called as a Khurasani. So this Khurasani is going to come from the east. He will be representing the righteous path of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam. Sufyani is going to be from the Middle East, from Syria and all these places. And he's going to represent the evil path, the anti-Islamic and anti-Shia and anti-follower of Ahlul Bayt path. He will not have mercy, as I mentioned, it is going to be anti-Sunni also. He's not going to have mercy on anybody who opposes him. Shia, Sunni, die. That's it. That's the nature of Muawiyah. That's the nature of Yazid. That will be the nature of Sufyani. So, it was narrated by East, because the narration was said in Medina by Imam Muhammad al-Baqir alayhi salatu wasalam. They both will race for Kufa. Khurasani is going to come to Kufa, wants Kufa. Sufyani is going to come Kufa. Sufyan is going to take over Kufa. Khurasan is going to come Kufa. Why? Because they want to wait for the coming of the Imam. They know that Imam is going to come and Kufa will be the capital. So they will be marching towards Kufa. Sufyani is going to march and he will take Iraq. He will take Iraq and Persian Gulf regions. So it will be under Sufyani. So when Imam will come, free the Kufa, the Khurasanis will be with the Imam alayhi salatu wasalam. The Khurasanians, or the followers of the Khurasani. They both will race they both will race for Kufa like the horse gamblers. One from this side and other from that side. This is the narration of Imam Muhammad al-Baqir alayhi salatu wasalam. One from this side and other from that side. Until Abbasids will eliminate totally, or their remnants or traces like Baghdad. Imam says until Abbasids will eliminate. Abbasids has gone. The Abbasid dynasty has gone. Perhaps somebody from the Abbasid dynasty is going to come, or perhaps this is like someone who is from the Abbasid dynasty, or somebody who is representing Abbasids, because Abbasids, they were worse than Bani Umayyah. They claim to be followers of Ahlul Bayt, they claim to be supporters of Ahlul Bayt, but they are committing worse crimes. Maybe there will be a system in Iraq. They will be calling for the Shiism, for the support of Ahlul Bayt, and that system will be corrupted system. So when Sufyani comes, will eliminate this system and take over, and then the Khurasanis will come with Imam Mahdi alayhi salatu wasalam and eliminate this. So Abbasid needs to be eliminated, or maybe it's a metaphor. Maybe Baghdad will be destroyed, and don't be surprised if Baghdad is destroyed. That means Abbasid, because who built Baghdad? Harun al-Rashid, the famous Abbasid ruler, the famous tyrant Abbasi ruler, Harun al-Rashid, who killed Imam Musa al-Kadhim alayhi salatu wasalam, and killed hundreds and thousands of Shias and Alawites, thousands and thousands, He was a butcherer, mass murderer, Harun al-Rashid, like similar Saddam Hussein. He built Baghdad. So maybe Baghdad will be destroyed by these wars which we are seeing between the terrorists and between the Iraqi government. Maybe there will be a kind of problem there where Baghdad will be destroyed and Sufyani will take over or something like that. These are all indications. God knows what better. These are all possibilities and analysis of what we have. Or the remnants or traces of like Baghdad, which was built by them, Abbasid. And perhaps this is an indication of Bani Hashim and Bani Umayyah systems racing for Iraq and could reflect the struggle between the Shia and the Sunni in Iraq. Everyone is trying to take over Iraq. Shias, they want the control over Iraq. Sunnis, they want the control over it. We don't know how much this government now can handle and can stop this civil crisis. The Maraja, they are calling for peace, for unity, work together, have coalition. All the Iraqis, they need to be united. But we don't know how much Maraja they can keep Iraqis together. How much the Iraqis, they have tolerance. How much the Sunnis and the Shias, they are going to. How much the Sunnis and the Shias, they are going to have tolerance with each other. It's a scary situation. Like Iraq is sitting on a time bomb. May God have mercy on that, because based on these predictions, the situation is going to be worse in Iraq. It's going to be horrible in Iraq. The Shia, Sunnis, Umayyis, but let's hope that this does not happen, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to change the qada, because Allah can change the decrees, you know. But coming of the Sufyan is inevitable before the 12th Imam. It has to be. Iraq and the Arab countries will be taken over by Sufyani, and Imam alayhi salatu wasallam will free them from the tyranny of Sufyani. Systems racing for Iraq could reflect the struggle we mentioned. This, we are not going to repeat this. And the followers of Ahlul Bayt and the followers of Muawiyah, and that is the time when the Al-Qa'im will appear. Ajjalallahu ta'ala farajahu sharif. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make his appearance soon. 3 movements. Then the narrations, they talk about 3 movements. The narrations indicate that Khurasani, the Yamani, and the Sufyani. Khurasani, we mentioned from Khurasan, from Iran, from province of Mashhad. Sufyani from Damascus, from Palestine, from Tel Aviv maybe, Middle East, you know. And we have this Sufyani, Khurasani. We have one Yamani, he's from Yemen. He will be having another movement. So will be in 1 year. These 3 movements will reach their peak in 1 year. If taken metaphorically, then these systems will get to its peak strength and control in the peak strength and control in the year of appearance. Maybe the Yamani is calling for the like Abdullah bin Zubair in the time of Imam Hussein alayhi salatu wasalam, an anti follower of Ahlul Bayt, but anti-Sufyani also. Or maybe it's a pro-follower of Ahlul Bayt movement. It's a pro-follower of Ahlul Bayt movement. Let's see. خروج السفياني واليماني والخراساني في سنة واحدة في شهر واحد كنظام الخرز. So they are all going to come like how the pearls are attached together in a necklace, one after another. So they are going to come one after another, one after another. Okay, what will happen then? Sufyani has the control. Now the narrations, they talk that his army, Sufyani's army, will sink. We said that the Imam will start his appearance slowly, and he will be in Medina, and then Imam will go to Mecca, where in Muharram he will appear. So Sufyani will send his army to Medina, Imam will move from there to Mecca. Then Sufyani will send his army to Mecca, and here the army of Sufyani will sink in the ground. Don't be surprised. I mentioned, watch on YouTube. There's a clip. People, they were dancing in maybe 50 or 100. They're dancing and clapping and doing corrupted gathering, and the earth, they sank in ground. There was a sinkhole, and they all went down. This is on YouTube. I watched this 2 nights before. They all went down. Don't be surprised. And I mentioned in Mecca there was huge rain, and we saw cars sank in the ground. One piles, 4 or 5 cars over each other. So maybe heavy rain comes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sinks, or the whole army of Sufyani sinks in the ground. So Sufyani hadith of Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salatu wasalam. وَإِذَا كَانَ كَذَلِكَ خَرَجَ السُّفْيَانِي. Sufyani comes out, Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam said, فَيَمْلِكُ قَدْرَ حَمْلِ امْرَأَةٍ تِسْعَةَ أَشْهُرٍ. He will rule the whole region. We are talking about the whole region. The time of the pregnancy of a woman, تِسْعَةَ أَشْهُرٍ, 9 months. يَخْرُجُ بِالشَّامِ, comes out. His appearance will be from the Syria in the beginning. فَيَنْقَادُ لَهُ أَهْلُ الشَّامِ. People of Sham will support them. إِلَّا طَوَائِفْ مِنَ الْمُقِيمِينَ عَلَى الْحَقِّ. There are very few minority in Sham, in Syria, maybe Lebanese, maybe southern Lebanese, maybe there are few in Syria, Sham, Syrian region. They will not follow Sufyani. They will be following, they are the people of righteousness. They are the people of truth. But of course Sufyani will give them hell time and give them misery. يَعْصِمُهُمْ, but what? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect them. These few people who will be on the righteous path. Maybe there are righteous people in some region in Sham, maybe in Lebanon, maybe in Syria, maybe somewhere. They are fighting for righteousness. They are defending the righteousness. And Sufyani is going to come and they will not follow him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect them from following them. يَعْصِمُهُمُ اللَّهُ مِنَ الْخُرُوجِ مَعْهُ وَيَأْتِي الْمَدِينَةِ. He comes to the Medina with a huge army. حَتَّى إِذَا انْتَهَى إِلَى بَيْدَاء. He comes to this Bayda, a place, his army sinks. And of course we said that Sufyani will be killed by Imam Mahdi alayhi salatu wasalam in Kufa. So that means he will not be here in this army. His army sinks. وَلَوْ تَرَى إِذْ فُزِعُوا فَلَا فَوْتُ أُخِذُوا مِنْ مَكَانٍ قَرِيبٍ. And Imam recites this ayat that when the time comes, then they cannot escape from this time, and they will be taken from a closest, from a remote, from a closest proximal place, from a close place, which is close to Mecca and Medina. And Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam is talking about this army is close to the place of refuge, which is the Imam alayhi salatu wasalam in Mecca. He is red. These are fascinating descriptions of Sufyani. Ahmar, Asfar, Azraq. 3 colors are associated. Maybe it is his flag: red, yellow, and blue. Blue and red. Oh my goodness, that's a scary indication. There are flags that have blue and red, but anyhow. Red, blue, and yellow. He's red, yellow, and blue. Could be his blue eyes, could be his white skin, or could be his, I don't know. I mean, these are all metaphorical indications about his features. Now, these may be descriptions of his face or metaphor for his appearance or any other symbolic features Sufyani is known with. Sufyani will be known with these 3 colors: blue, red, and yellow. Red, yellow, and blue. Ahmar, Azraq, Ahmar, Asfar, Azraq. Red, yellow, and blue. Is known with it. He has never seen Mecca or Medina. That means he has never gone for Hajj. And what will happen? That victorious from Rome. This is another narration mentions he will come victorious from Rome. That means Rome will have victory, maybe west, maybe Dajjal will take over, and then he will send Sufyani as his representative or agent from that slot area from between the Iraq and Syria, the Turkish border, for example. He will come victorious from Rome, the west nowadays, and there will be a cross on his neck. Perhaps the cross is indication of being tied with the extreme Christian or Western influence. Cross means that he is a Muslim, is Sufyani, but he has left Islam. Maybe he is a cross in his neck. Maybe he's embracing the Western policy, the Western system, or the Dajjal system. We said that that time it will not be United States. It will be Dajjal. It will be the beast. It will be the Antichrist. He will be giving hell time to the true Christians, and the pious Christians and pious Jewish people. They will suffer from the Dajjal. Though he will be the system will rise from the Judaism and the Christianity, but then it will turn against them. It will call in the name of Judaism. It will call in the slogan of Christianity. It will call, but then later on it turns against them, and then he will call in the Kufa, whoever brings me the head of Shia. follower of Ahlul Bayt, Sufyani will call in Kufa, whoever brings me the head of the follower of Ali alayhi salatu wasalam will be rewarded with 1,000 dirhams. Nowadays, a lot of money, maybe 1 million riyal, $1 million or something like that, or 100,000, or maybe the dirhams those days were 1,000 dirham was a lot of money. And the neighbors will rat on each other. They will spy on each other. They will inform about each other and will say that this person is from them. Oh, this is from the Shia. I want 1,000 dirham. Give me. This is from the Shia. People, they will make false. Maybe they're not people Shias. They will just spy on them just to get this money from them. So in some of the narrations, it will kill everybody whose name is Muhammad, Ali, Fatima, Hassan, Hussein, names of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam. So here people will spy on each other, inform on each other, and say that this person is from them, and the person will be taken and beheaded. And your region will be ruled by illegitimate children. Again, the army of Sufyani will be filled. And there we said the army of Dajjal are illegitimate children. Here army of Sufyani, that makes Dajjal and Sufyani one system, except this is in the Middle East, Dajjal is in the West. And this one is going to come from the Rome also. Wars of Sufyani, narrated by Ammar, son of Yasir, the companion of the Messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. 3 people will seek kingdom in the region, Syria. Spotted, Abqa, reddish, Ashab, which is russet like wine, and the third from the house of Abu Sufyan. These are 3 tyrants. One is Abqa. Abqa means spotted. Maybe there is another. Maybe his flag is spotted. Maybe that it could be metaphor here. Or maybe his face has spots. If you find someone whose face has spots, and he's trying to take over the region of the Persian Gulf or region of the Middle East, then that person is seeking kingdom. That is Abqa. Maybe Saddam Hussein was Abqa. God knows better. Reddish, Ashab. This face is reddish, like wineish reddish or something like that. Ashab. And the third is from the house of Abu Sufyan, which is Sufyani, who kills his both competent. Shia, Sunnis, doesn't matter. He will kill Ashab, he will kill Abqa, he will kill everybody who comes against him. Based on the next narration, who will kill his both competent. From the signs of that time, and the sign of the Sufyani is that the people of West will enter Egypt. That means Egypt will become westernized. That happened already. So that means we are expecting Sufyani very soon. Before the movement of Sufyani, there will be a movement calling for Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam. And in other narration, this movement will be from Khurasani. You see, Khurasani from the east, from Khurasan, Sufyani from Syria, they will be coming. And some of them, they say it happened because Bani Abbas, they came from the west, and Bani Umayyah, they came from, and Bani Abbas, they used these Ahlul Bayt, these narrations of Ahlul Bayt, narrations of the Messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to support their stance. That's why people were seeing Bani Umayyah, Umayyi dynasty, they were seeing the Khurasanis, because Abbasi dynasty, they were tyrants, they were evil, they came from Khurasan. So they will be seeing people coming from Khurasan, they will be seeing people coming from, they saw that, that's why people, they were starting to fall into the deception of Abbasids in that time and supported them, and Umayyi dynasty was wiped out. But these people, they were not true followers of Ahlul Bayt. True Khurasanis will be the time, they will be linked with the coming of the Imam alayhi salatu wasalam. Their movement will be the link with the Imam alayhi salatu wasalam. They will be the first supporters after the 313. There will be Khurasanis, about 10,000 will be from their numbers as mentioned in some of the narrations. And the Rome will enter Palestine. This is other narration that before Sufyani comes, the Rome will enter Palestine. Turks will descend south. Ottoman Empire. You know, Ottoman Empire, they took over the south, they took over Persian Gulf regions, they took over the southern regions. Turks will take over region of Hira, south of Kufa, in Iraq. Perhaps indication of the Ottomans who reached the territories close to the Persian Gulf. They reached the territories close to the Persian Gulf. The Persian Gulf, the ocean, the ports of Persian Gulf were all, most of them, or some of them were under the control of the Turks. And Iran. So there was some region the Ottoman Empire too, but it did not last. Before they take over the Persian Gulf, the Ottoman Empire was eliminated. Sufyani takes over Kufa and kills the supporters of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam in their names. Then the Mahdi alayhi salatu wasalam comes out with one of his flag bearers. His name is Shu'aib bin Saleh. Just keep this name in your mind, because Shu'aib ibn Saleh will be that Khurasanian. He will be the flag bearer of the Imam alayhi salatu wasalam. Shu'aib ibn Saleh will be from the side of the Khurasanians, and he will come and they will all save those people who are living in misery. Unity of Sham under him. Sufyani will unite the Syria. That means all these leaders, they will go away. Not from the Shias, not from the Shias, not from Iran, from Sufyani, a descendant of, or the system of Sufyanism. They will kick out all and they will take over all these Arab countries. Unity, and he will unite the Sham. Continuation of the hadith, if the people of Sham unite with the son of Abu Sufyan, Sufyani, then they have, after hearing about the movement of Nafs al-Zakiyya, pure soul of the Imam, they have what? They will move towards Mecca. So pure soul, we will mention Nafs al-Zakiyya is the representative of the 12th Imam Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif, may Allah make his appearance soon, will be in Mecca. Imam will send him in Mecca to tell the people about his coming. They will kill him there. They will murder Nafs al-Zakiyya inside the holy sacred mosque, and after that immediately the Imam will appear in Mecca. So Nafs al-Zakiyya, this is the Nafs al-Zakiyya. So they have, after hearing the movement of Nafs al-Zakiyya, pure soul, the Imam alayhi salatu did not mention his name due to the security reasons. They will move towards Mecca, and there the Nafs al-Zakiyya will be killed, and after that the Mahdi alayhi salatu will come out. The Mahdi will come out. Great Battle of Qarqisiyya. What is this Great Battle of Qarqisiyya? Great Battle of Qarqisiyya. This is an indication that a huge war, a great battle will happen in Qarqisiyya, perhaps between the Sufyani and the Iraqis. Battle in Iraq. Perhaps there will be a battle. We mentioned that he will take over Syria, then he will come and try to take over Iraq, and he will take over Iraq, and there will be a huge battle in Qarqisiyya, perhaps between the Sufyani and the Iraqis. Maybe Saddam or someone evil in Iraq defending the Iraq to stop the invasion of Sufyani, which is Qarqisiyya is a city on the border of Iraq and Syria, very close to the Turkish border. Again, the Turkish border, that slot, that opening comes in narrations. Turkish border, there will be a great battle. Huge numbers will be killed. In some narrations, 100,000 of strong warriors will be killed. In some narrations, that the creatures will have enough food, because these people like vultures and all these people, they will have enough food to feed on. Indicates the difficulty of their burial. These 100,000 or maybe plenty of these, it will be difficult to bury them. So the Battle of Qarqisiyya, the Battle of Qarqisiyya, we are out of time, inshallah. We are going to continue the issue of Battle of Qarqisiyya in our next session. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive all our sins and shortcomings. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept our fasting in this holy month and accept our deeds in this holy month. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep us with the 12th Imam in his occultation and after his occultation, and supporting from his sincere supporters. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all the marhumin around the world and every peaceful human around the world. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين آمين رب العالمين وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطاهرين.